There are now more microplastics in the ocean than stars in the galaxy, and it's all connected back to our insane consumption of plastic. That's why this month, I'm giving up single-use plastics. I'm Lucy Biggers, and this is One Small Step. Since the 1950s, plastic waste has grown dramatically, from virtually nothing 60 years ago to 300 million tons in 2015, and 50% of that waste is single-use. Lots of it ends up here, with millions of tons polluting our environment and oceans each year. Rebecca Prince Ruiz started Plastic Free July in 2011. Now, 3.4 million people from 177 countries participate in the challenge each year.
I didn't set out to start a challenge or a movement. I just set out to change myself and my family after going to a recycling facility and just seeing how much waste that we produce, and I think we're so disconnected from our waste. We just don't realise the more that we do to reduce, reuse, refuse, rethink our waste in the first place, it's just a much bigger impact that we're going to have.
This month, I'm challenging myself to avoid and find alternatives to single-use plastic. I understand that skipping plastic may not be an option for differently abled people or for people with children. I also know that I'm privileged to be able to try this in the first place. Still, I'm going to do the best that I can for what works with my lifestyle. This is my first day at work with this new commitment, so I'm going to go get some breakfast. Normally I would get like a granola bar, but granola bars are in plastic. So I'm going to get a croissant because I know that the bakery's going to give it to me in paper.
Thanks so very much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Woo! I got it. So it's the end of the day and I'm about to catch my train home, and I'm really hungry, and I'm realizing one of the hardest parts of this challenge is going to be snacking, because all snacks are in plastic.
Yeah, almost every snack package, chip bag, candy wrapper, all of those flexible multi-layer plastic pouches, trash. They are not widely recycled.
Okay. The U.S. is the largest producer of plastic packaging waste per person, and our plastic recycling rate has stayed around 9% since 2012. That's low compared to the EU's plastic recycling rate of 30% and China's 25%. Got my bagel. Oh, shit. Oh no, that's tinfoil. Okay, so the bagel's in tinfoil, which isn't paper, but not plastic. Oh. Lunchtime. I've avoided plastic, but I'm using a lot of paper, or I go for an aluminum can or a glass bottle. Why are those materials any better than plastic? Spotted on the street. This is probably not sanitary, but I'm gonna pick this up because this is future ocean plastic. Stuff like this gets washed down drains and into the ocean, and then it gets eaten by fishies. On another one, you guys, these are everywhere. I've now got 5, and I'm definitely gonna wash my hands. Bye. Goodbye. I obviously can't take a coffee to go cup, so I've got this nifty reusable cup, and I'm gonna go get some iced tea inside of it. Americans consume 400 million cups of coffee every day. Even paper coffee cups are lined with plastic so that they can hold hot temperatures, but that means in most cases they can't be recycled. Can I get iced tea? So I'm doing no plastic for the whole month. Yes, are you doing it too? Or are you always doing it?
I was Cape Cod in this restaurant just like was
Right.
no plastic.
Right.
So I went next door and got a straw.
Cheers to our reusable containers. I love that. Yay. So today, to avoid plastic, instead of taking it to code container, I've asked for my lunch to stay, and I'm using a real plate and real silverware. What an idea. One of the easiest ways I've realized to cut out plastic is to just say no to the plastic bag. Right now, my purse is acting as the bag for my sandwich. Shoppers in the United States use almost 1 plastic bag per resident per day. Compare that to shoppers in Denmark, who on average use only 4 plastic bags a year. There's 40 countries around the world that have banned, restricted, and taxed plastic bags. Here, California is the only state to do so. And it's actually more common for states to ban plastic bag bans than the plastic bags. So far, 9 states, including Idaho, Arizona, Michigan, Missouri, and Florida, have done this. I've saved so much money because I really don't get to-go coffee cups, to-go teas. This is only the second one I've gotten all month, and that's because I can't use those to-go containers. So definitely one perk is saving money because you're really more thoughtful about what you consume. 40% of plastic packaging waste comes from food packaging. Plastic packaging does have some environmental advantages. It can decrease food waste by increasing shelf life. Take cucumbers. It can keep them on the shelves for 2 weeks rather than 3 days. But researchers also found that the packaging might increase food waste by forcing you to buy more than you need. Some customers have taken the plastic packaging issue to the grocery stores by staging plastic attacks and leaving all of their plastic packaging for the retailer to deal with. Now I'm gonna go grocery shopping without using any plastic. I've got these nifty reusable bags. I'm gonna fill them up at the bulk bins and make some delicious dinner. I'm lucky that I can go to a store with a bulk food section. Although bulk stores are increasing across the US, they're not very common. Some states only have 2 bulk stores, while others have dozens. This only has a tiny rubber band, so I'm gonna take it. I'll wash it really well later. These have little stickers, but I'm gonna take them anyway. So I made this whole meal, and this is the only plastic that I used. By 2050, there will be around 12 billion tons of plastic litter in landfills and the environment. By then, the plastics industry could account for 20% of the world's total oil consumption. This trend is not slowing down. In the US alone, producers of the common form of plastic, polyethylene, are expecting to increase production capacity by as much as 75% by 2022. The UN estimates the cost of plastic packaging in our environment is $40 billion. After spending an entire month trying to avoid single-use plastic, I realized how much it's a part of our disposable culture. Experts that I spoke to told me that in order to solve this plastic pollution problem, we have to move toward a circular economy, where all of our waste is reusable or recyclable, and where the responsibility of recycling our waste falls not just on the consumer, but also on the manufacturer who creates the plastic in the first place. What is your one small step that you take to avoid single-use plastic? Let us know in the comments and share this if you liked it. See you guys next time.